on this Monday morning, March 16th. Thank you for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Friedman.
And I'm Dan Schreck. We've got a lot to get to this morning, but first we want to have a look at some of the news you need to know.
Hundreds in our region are waking up without power this morning following the strong winds that lasted into the overnight hours. For RG&E, more than 2,400 customers are without power. Most of those impacted are in Ontario County. National Grid says more than 1,800 customers in our region are without power, many in the dark in Livingston County. And NYSEG has more than 3,600 impacted. Most of those are in Wayne County.
The war in Iran now entering its third week, and President Trump says he isn't looking to make any deals. 13 U.S. service members have been killed since the strikes first began. And this morning, the Strait of Hormuz is still closed, impacting oil prices worldwide. Iran's foreign minister says the country stays ready to fight as long as it needs.
3 suspects accused in the rape and robbery of a young woman last month in Rochester are set to be arraigned on new charges today. 18-year-old Zyren Drumgool, 19-year-old Kamari Welch, and a 16-year-old were all indicted by a grand jury after police say 2 of them sexually assaulted a woman on Lux Street February 20th. The other allegedly robbed her.
All right, 8:01, let's see what we have brewing for the next 2 hours, starting with the perfect reason to start that spring cleaning early. It's Closet Clean Out Week, and the Goodwill of the Finger Lakes is sharing the importance of donating some of those goods. We're going to learn more about how you can declutter for a great cause. Then,
if you're thinking about a spring getaway, you may want to skip the crowded hot spots this year. This morning, we're chatting with our travel expert to get a couple ideas on some under-the-radar destinations perfect for this time of year.
And later, we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day early with one of the world's most celebrated Irish music groups, Cherish the Ladies. The dance group is getting ready for a performance at Nazareth tomorrow night. But before that, you can catch a live preview in studio this morning.
Looking forward to that. Maybe they can show us a couple moves, too. You never know.
Listen, I think by the end of that segment, they'll be inviting us to come and help them tomorrow night.
Fingers crossed. All right, let's get a check of the forecast. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is here tracking everything out for us. And Marty, we've been talking about that wind all morning long, and some folks still dealing with power outages.
Yeah, that's still the case out there at this point. Still breezy at this point. Not quite as windy as what some areas saw overnight last night, but just enough to keep that wind advisory in effect all the way straight through Tuesday morning. We may see a secondary spike in those winds going into this upcoming night, and especially after midnight. Now, we're going to see high temperatures mainly in the 60s today. Not really the prettiest of days, but at least temperatures are going to cooperate. We'll see those numbers rise up to about that range by the middle of the day. But as some strong thunderstorms pass through as we head through the afternoon, especially in areas east of Rochester, the cold front is going to help to at least usher temperatures back into the 40s, maybe even some 30s by the end of the day today. So again, some big changes in temperatures in store for us today. We'll see those numbers drop back significantly heading into the afternoon. Potential is there for some stronger thunderstorms, especially east of Rochester. And then as we head into some of the nighttime hours, it's going to cool down enough to cause at least some snow across the area. I think a lot of areas will be in about a 1 to 3 inch range for accumulation during that time frame. So a lot of different things playing out. Notice today up to about 65, but that'll be a midday high temperature. We'll fall back after that all the way down to 19 tonight. So a high of 65 today at noon and then back to 19 overnight tonight. Big change there. 25 tomorrow, 35 into Wednesday, and probably back into the 40s and closer to average by the end of the week. But pretty much all over the place over these next 24 to 48 hours for some of these temperatures.
Mother Nature.
She's
I don't know why she sets her eyes on Western New York year after year and is like, nah, we're not done with you yet.
It's disappointing, but at this point, like, you just kind of come to expect it, right?
Very true. Yeah, during the month of March, it's that month when the season just kind of battle things out, and I think we'll see that just during this afternoon when those big changes play out just in that one little time frame.
All right, Marty, thank you very much.
Okay.
So off the top, we'll start with some of the things that have piqued our interest this morning. I'll begin today in Pittsburgh, where the head priest and dean of Trinity Episcopal Cathedral has resigned after a scandal involving more than $1,000 in stolen baseball cards. Now, at the end of last month, Reverend Aiden Smith was arrested just outside of a Walmart near Pittsburgh. Court records say that under his clothes, he had 27 packs of baseball cards. Pretty disappointing if it's true, but police say this wasn't the first time that he was caught. Surveillance cameras captured him shoplifting back on February 23rd, reportedly taking about $244 worth of cards. Then the next day, police say he was seen on video again taking $261 worth of baseball cards. The following day, February 25th, he allegedly walked out of the store with $121 worth of cards. Then, February 26th, the day he was arrested, police say he had 27 packs of cards worth about $245. So, doing the math, does all of that add up to more than $1,000? No, but Walmart estimated the cost to be that, given the cards that could have been inside and their rarity, right? We've heard from folks at We the Hobby about how some packs can have, essentially worthless cards and then others could have extremely rare cards, right? So police are investigating. The church says it is also beginning an investigation. His bail was set at $50,000. He is no longer listed as an inmate. Interestingly enough, though, he had been on administrative leave since late January. Why? We really don't know, and his lawyer did not give reporters a comment when asked about it. The bishop of the Episcopal Diocese of Pittsburgh said the church will pray for him and his family. I'm sure I don't need to tell you what the comments were on social media, and I certainly don't need to give you any kind of analysis of this. If he is guilty, that is awful, and I'm sure very disappointing to those who looked at him as a role model.
That's a lot. Like, we did it multiple times.
4 days in a row, allegedly.
Yeah. What's going on? I want to, and listen, I think the arrest begs the question now. Why were we on leave?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Yeah, late January, and then by the end of February, he's caught possibly doing this. It's just, it's very interesting.
Curious.
Yes.
I
know.
I mean, I shared that thought with you in the newsroom. Is it worth sharing out here?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so here was my quick analysis of it. You've got the Episcopal Diocese and a priest who is out of a job, resigned, quit, no longer a priest within the diocese because he stole baseball cards. Allegedly. We also have so many men of the cloth who have been found guilty of sexual abuse toward children. And another diocese just says, move to a different parish. It doesn't sit right.
I think times are definitely changing now. I think this is a great example of leaders within the church holding their people accountable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, we're not just going to brush this one under the rug. Like, especially it's Pittsburgh, right? It's a very, very large following. I think, I don't know. That's what I think.
Yeah. I want to see. I want to know how this plays out. I want to know the resolution to this. I want to know that the cards were for the children's ward at the hospital. I want to know something good, because that doesn't make you feel good at all. It definitely doesn't help your faith in fellow human beings.
Right.
Yeah.
All
right, let's move along.
That was such a bummer.
No, that's okay.
It was just one of those mornings where
wild.
you couldn't find.
No, but that's a crazy story too. It's a crazy story. All right. This morning, I want to talk about one of the most famous artists of our time, Banksy. He's the one who painted that image of the little girl with the balloon that was then partially shredded by the frame that it was auctioned in, only to make it worth even more money. That's who we're talking about. That's Banksy. Or according to Reuters, that's Robin Gunningham, now known as generic Dave Jones. So Reuters published a year-long investigation, and they say they have nailed it beyond dispute. Here's what makes this story so good. It's not just who he is, it's how he hid. In 2008, Gunningham legally changed his name to David Jones, which is one of the most common names in Britain. There were roughly 6,000 men named David Jones in the UK as recently as 2017. So he didn't disappear. He just became a nobody. And it worked, at least for a while. The breakthrough came in Ukraine, where Banksy painted 7 murals in war-torn villages in late 2022. So Reuters tracked down a local woman who made coffee for these masked painters and saw their faces. Immigration records then showed a man named, you guessed it, David Jones, with Gunningham's exact birth date, crossed into Ukraine that same week. I mean, put 2 and 2 together, but the real smoking gun is from the year 2000. Buried in a New York court file for 20 plus years, Banksy was arrested at 4 in the morning on the roof of a Manhattan building, spray painting a Marc Jacobs billboard. He signed a handwritten confession with his real name, Robin Gunningham. And get this, that balloon, the girl painting the one that shredded itself, up for auction in 2018, then sold for $1.4 million. That later resold, Abigail, for $25 million. $25 million for your artwork after when it's damaged.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say destroyed, but it isn't, because it's hanging somewhere.
Right.
Just like that. Still one of my favorite things of all time.
Such a cool stunt.
So great. Banksy built a $100 million brand by being nobody. His lawyer pushed back on all of this, saying his client, quote, does not accept that many of the details are correct. But notably, nobody denied that Gunningham is Banksy. Reuters says the public has a right to know who this man is, given his impact on culture and art and internationally political discourse. I'd say the more interesting question is, though, does knowing who he is change what his art means? And the reason I ask this is because we have seen that for so many artists out there, when there are revelations made either years after their death or near death, revelations, allegations, all of these kinds of things. Does knowing who Banksy is, does that ruin any of it for the facade, the mirage, the spectacle around all of it?
I mean, I think that that's part of the appeal, right?
I think so.
It's this mysterious person, you know, who nobody's really familiar with. Okay, so first thing that comes to my mind is the song You're So Vain by Carly Simon.
Okay.
There's always that debate. Who
Yep.
is it actually about, right?
Yep.
Apparently, only one person really knows, aside from Carly Simon. And, you know, everybody loves debating who it's actually about. Everybody loves talking about it. If you were the one person who knew, wouldn't you be like, well, I guess the fun of it's kind of over.
Yeah.
Right? So let me ask you this. So we know that this artist is known for being really tricky, right? What if this is really just all one big illusion?
Listen, that would not, I mean, I think that's exciting and smart, but I wouldn't be surprised by it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, is it possible? Sure. And one thing you might have noticed, and Ashley, correct me if I'm wrong, in all of our video, you didn't see a picture of Banksy.
No.
No picture of him.
No.
There's one picture that Reuters has that I'm aware of, and we couldn't use that.
Yeah.
Because who is he? We don't know. All right, stick around. A lot more to come right here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're taking a closer look at Hollywood's biggest night.
Don't forget, we're streaming live. You can watch us on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
8:17 this Monday. Hey, the 98th Academy Awards brought the movie awards season to a rousing close last night.
Yeah, the evening marked with first-time winners, jokes by host Conan O'Brien, and some show-stopping performances.
CNN's David Daniel has a look at the night's big winners.
Michael B. Jordan.
A heavenly night for Sinners as Michael B. Jordan won the Academy Award for Best Actor.
And everybody at home who supported Sinners, who went to go see the movie once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, thank you. Because you guys made this movie what it is. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Ryan Coogler was recognized for the film's original screenplay, and Autumn Durald Arkapaw became the first woman to win an Oscar for cinematography.
Whenever I say thank you to Ryan, he replies and says, "No, thank you. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for trusting me." And that's the kind of guy that I get to make films with.
Somebody take me.
The 98th Oscars included music from Sinners, which won for Best Score, and K-pop Demon Hunters, winner for Best Song and Best Animated Feature.
And for those of you who look like me, I'm so sorry that it took us so long to see us in a movie like this. But it is here.
This is great.
Amy Madigan was delighted to accept the Best Supporting Actress trophy for Weapons.
This is really something.
As was Jessie Buckley, named Best Actress for Hamnet.
Mom, Dad, thank you for teaching us to dream and to never be defined by expectation, but to carve from your own passion.
Sean Penn was not there to accept Best Supporting Actor for One Battle After Another, but the film's casting director, Cassandra Koulakundis, gleefully accepted the first ever Academy Award for casting.
And for the casting directors that fought tirelessly to make it happen, despite everything in their way, I dedicate this to you and to the casting directors who never got a chance to get up here.
One battle after another, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson was up there plenty. The One Battle After Another filmmaker won his first 3 Oscars: Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Director, and Best Picture of the Year.
What a night. You guys, let's have a martini. This is pretty amazing. Cheers. Thank you very much. Thank you.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Congratulations, Abigail. You win Best Female News Anchor 2026. How do you like that?
I'm honored. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank my co-anchor. What a beautiful day. Producer Ashley. I'm honored. I'm blessed.
Is she?
She's crying.
She's a little verklempt.
A little bit. Yeah, that's all right. Either way, I feel so bad. I really have done such a poor job with keeping up with movies this year.
Come on.
But here's the thing. I fall asleep every time I turn on a movie. I've become that person.
Well, you know what that says. Directors make more entertaining movies.
No, it's not that. It's
something we want to watch.
Schedule. When was the last time you watched a full movie? Actually, you do all the time.
I do watch full movies. Here's the thing, though. I think part of it may be the dumbing things down for audiences. We know that a lot of scripts are being written in a way that you repeat the plot line to the audience multiple times because they're only half paying attention because they've got one device in this hand and they're looking at something else. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
So I don't know that I can blame you all that much. If something's really good, watch it.
Yes.
You don't know it's really good until you watch it.
This is true.
Unless you go to Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there are some movies, though, I'm just like, no desire. Doesn't do it for me.
I thought the award for casting was so interesting. I really, you don't really think about it, right?
No, never.
When I was in college, we had a professor who, it was right around this time of year, we were taking a video editing class. And it was the day after, I think it was the Oscars. And she was like, who won the award for Best Sound Editing? And we're all like, I have no idea. She was like, all right, well, today you're going to be responsible for putting in all of the extra noise in this video clip. So it was the sound of walking and, the sound of setting down a coffee mug and all of that stuff. And she's like, by the time you're done, you're going to have such an appreciation for sound editing. And It is so hard.
Yeah.
It is so hard. So, I mean, props to
Have
all
you
of
ever
those folks.
seen those videos of those Foley artists
Yes.
like doing and they're doing it in sync with the picture? It's wild.
It is wild.
It's fun though too. Like they're that's not a horse. That's, you know, their hands, they're banging on something.
Yeah.
And they make it sound like a horse.
Yeah, ripping the heads off lettuce.
Yes, yes.
Lettuce
It's
heads. Yeah.
lettuce heads.
Lettuce heads, you know.
Crazy stuff. Hey, don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's time for this morning's weather trivia.
Yeah, Marty will join us after the break. Welcome back. Time for a little weather trivia. I hate when you guys do that. Just the most unhinged things right before we come out of the commercial break.
Whoa, you do it constantly.
I don't know about that. I don't know about constantly.
Oh, we do.
Jeez.
Gonna have some fun around this place, right?
You do.
Yeah.
You do, especially
do.
on a Monday, especially when we're dealing with weather whiplash going from nice weather to not so nice weather again.
Yes, it's going to happen again. And even by the end of the day today, we're going to see that big change play out. It's all due to the wind. It's going to pull in that colder air for us. So how about trivia?
Sure.
That relates to the wind.
All right. I mean, I want trivia that relates to summer heat at some point, but okay.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. There's some time, Dan. There's some time. But yeah, it's that wind that's really going to change things around. It's actually helping us out today. It's pulling in some of this milder air, so we'll look at it that way now. But March is a month that typically is really windy in this area. Now, we want to know what Rochester's all-time peak wind gust was on record. And we have some choices for you here. We have 62 miles an hour, 69 miles an hour, 74, or 81.
Can you tell us what time frame this took place? Do we know what year?
Yes, it was within the last decade.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Within the last decade.
Good to know.
Can you tell us the season? Spring?
I believe it was the month of March.
Okay.
Hey.
And can you just tell us the wind
No.
speed?
Sorry. So sorry. Can't go there. So,
all
yeah,
right.
that's a question for today. We'll give you a chance to. You want to take a guess now, or you want to think about it?
No,
mull it over?
I need to think about
let it
that.
marinate.
Okay.
Because it's just going to be a guess.
Yeah, so we'll let you think about that one, and we'll think about the wind in the meantime that we're going to see over these next 24 hours and even a little bit beyond that as well. Today we're going to see that wind advisory stay in effect. Now, we have seen these peak winds begin to pull back a little bit from what we're seeing overnight last night. Doesn't mean it's going to be calm today, just not quite as strong as what we're seeing overnight or did see overnight last night. tonight. And we're going to see high temperatures today eventually reach into the 60s. That'll happen right around the middle of the day. Usually the high temperature is a little deeper into the afternoon, then we slide off prior to sunset a little bit. But today we're going to hit that high temperature right around the middle of the day. Cold front's going to swing through, and that's going to cause these temperatures to really drop. And as that front makes its way through and draws a little bit east of Rochester, that may be that prime time to really get thunderstorms to form. So I think through the Finger Lakes, especially east into central New York, that may be the highest risk of those strongest thunderstorms. But that's what we're going to be watching for mainly going into the afternoon. East of Rochester, could see those thunderstorms really start to fire up along that cold front after it does pass east of town. And by the afternoon, we're going to see temperatures fall back into the 40s, maybe even some 30s by sunset. It doesn't stop there. We'll probably be in the teens for overnight lows tonight. So it's going to be a drastic drop in temperatures. It does play out. Usually this time of year is when you see those drastic changes play out, and it's right on cue for that month of March. Today we're going to see temperatures rise up to about 65 at noon, but notice this change from noon to 4 p.m. Usually you come up a little bit from noon and hit that high temperature sometime close to 4, prior to 4. But today we're going to be down about 25 degrees from noon to 4 p.m. Big change then, and we just continue to tumble off as we go into the night. Now here's that next front sitting off to our west. You can see that that line that is sitting there waiting to make its way through. And notice all the rain along it, rather benign right now off to our west. Really not a whole lot of convection, not a lot of thunderstorms or anything like that along that line. But as that line passes to the east, the instability increases as we go through the day. I think we're just bound to see a few more of those thunderstorms form, especially east of Rochester as we head into that time frame. In the meantime, there have been a couple breaks trying to work in some of the clouds. So enjoying either few breaks of sun that we may see, likely not too many. You can see the clouds already filling in pretty well across a lot of the area. Starting with 56 currently. Breeze is down quite a bit from yesterday. It's not calm, far from that. A gust of 28 in the last observation at the airport. We have seen some gusts into the 40s, some even to the south in the 50s of miles per hour during the overnight. Now the actual air temperature, they are in the 50s mostly across the area right now. A lot of mid-50s to even a few upper 50s scattered in there as well. So again, mild start, mild midday time frame, and then we just crash after that. Notice how the front makes its way through. It could come through the immediate Rochester area without a lot of fanfare, but watch as that front draws to the east. Notice how it starts to form that one line there. Some stronger thunderstorms form along it. So again, immediately to the east of Rochester and then east into central New York, I think that's where those strongest thunderstorms will be. Beyond that, we have to watch the temperatures going into the evening as we'll drop back down below freezing. So we'll change over to some snow. So we go from a severe weather threat east of Rochester this afternoon to snow as we head into tonight, and then just a cold setup going into tomorrow. And I think as far as the total accumulation goes out of that snow that we see during some of the evening hours going towards midnight, I think a lot of areas will generally be in about a 1 to 3 inch range. Some areas of the west may be just a little bit shy of that or either on the lower end of that range, but I think a lot of places will fall in that range during that time frame. 65 for a high temperature today, again right around the middle of the day. Then we fall back through the afternoon all the way down to 19 tonight. So 65 for the daytime high, 19 by very early tomorrow morning. Just a drastic change there. 25 as we head into tomorrow. Breezy day, a couple scattered snow showers then. 35 into Wednesday. So even after we gain 10 degrees, we're still only going to be a few degrees above freezing. And then we get back closer to average for the late portion of the week going into the weekend. So just a lot of changes playing out over these next 24 hours. Just be ready for that big change going into tonight as far as those temperatures go. Teens to start the day for those temperatures early tomorrow morning.
And before the week's out, spring will have sprung.
That's true. It'll finally be here.
4 days,
4 days.
2 hours, 15 minutes, and 32 seconds. How do you like that?
Can't come soon enough.
I like it.
Yeah, it really can't come soon enough. I'm good with the cold. I'm good with the, I get it. We live in Western New York. This is what we do every month. Listen, I don't need to hear that anymore.
True.
You know,
believe me, I hear plenty of it.
The parade
in my own
this
house.
weekend, the parade was fun. It was very cold. And we were walking, and I just remember thinking halfway through, yeah, I'm really over it. Not the parade, but the weather. Like,
Right.
this is, I think it was like a big gust of wind that like hit me in the face. And I was like, I've had enough.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
That's it. By the time we get up to about East and Main there, that's when I think those winds were coming down Main Street. You could really start to feel it. That's when it really felt
Well, my fingers were frozen, and I was struggling separating my business cards out there.
Throwing beads all over the place.
Honestly, what a mess.
Yeah.
Thank
but
you.
It was cold, that's for sure.
It was. Hey, don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
8:34 this Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. So this week marks National Poison Prevention Week, a time to focus on raising awareness about accidental poisonings, especially among young children.
Dr. Elizabeth Murray from Golisano Children's Hospital joins us this morning to talk about the local data, tips for safe medication storage, and what families need to know to prevent poisonings at home. Thanks for joining us.
Happy to be here.
This is such a scary thought, really and truly. You think about all the things you do to keep your kids safe, you know, baby proofing the house and, you know, making sure that they have the right car seat, so on and so forth. But, you know, it might be something that completely slips your mind. What do I do with my medication? It needs to be out of reach. It needs to be somewhere safe.
Exactly right. And I think it also brings up a great point, too, is yes, we do focus a lot on the little kids, but we need to remember the tweens and teens. You know, our poison center, the Upstate Poison Center, they fielded about 50,000 calls last year for help, and the majority of those were for unintentional accidental ingestions. And so a lot of those come from the under 5 group. But when it comes to the intentional ingestions, I want everybody to hear this. About 130 were in the tween and teen age group. And so that means parents, we need to be aware of what medications we have in our house and how are we storing them when we have tweens and teens in the household, because you never know when something can go sideways and somebody might reach for that medication with the goal of an intentional overdose.
Doc, you said 50,000 calls are fielded. I'm wondering, for a first-time parent, where are we keeping the number to poison control? My thought would be, okay, I'm going to have to Google that one. Do we keep it in the emergency contacts? Is it something you hang on the fridge?
All of the things. All of the
above.
things. It doesn't matter where you are in the country. 1-800-222-1222 will work. It will geolocate to the right poison center. So we have our emergency medicine residents who might be from another state. They'll call our poison center from their cell phone and they'll get New Jersey Poison Center, but it's okay. It will connect you to the right one, and any of them will be able to help. And, you know, we're coming up on summer, and so this might be a time where kids are being given phones because, you know, they're not in school. Maybe they're having some more time on their own. Parents are giving them phones. That phone needs to go to the child with the numbers like that already programmed in it, because who knows what they're going to come across. That's the behavioral health website that has all the emergency contacts for that should be right there programmed on that phone as well. But everybody take a moment when we're done with our segment today. Please get your phone out and program in that number, 1-800-222-1222.
Nice and easy right there. You know, I want to go back to something you were talking about, the older kids. What did you call it? Intentional
ingestion.
Yes.
So the goal of hurting themselves, you know, there's depression, a suicidal thought, whatever that might be. And, you know, over-the-counter medications account for a lot of these. You know, consistently the most common medicines that are ingested are pain medicines, antihistamines, you know, things people commonly have in the household. So first and foremost, take a look around. If you have old prescription medicines or old medications, make sure you're returning them to the pharmacy. They have drop-offs for safe disposal, so we're not, you know, flushing them down the toilets or things along those lines. Bring them back to the pharmacy to return them, and make sure what you have in the house is what you need. And then there's safe storage devices like locking bags, little medication safes, all sorts of different devices exist, many of them for free through Poison Center, pediatrician's office, different resources, so that you have them stored away safely.
What can mom and dad do when they're a parent to these teens or tweens? Is it as simple as an open line of communication with them to, you know, gauge where they are on a daily basis to make sure we're not going for any of those intentional overdoses?
I think it definitely starts there, but you know, these things wouldn't happen if they didn't kind of come out of the blue sometimes, right? And so we can do everything as well as we possibly can as parents, and still we need these extra layers of protection. But open communication is certainly great. And then also starting early with respect for medications. You know, we always want to be modeling good health behaviors and things like that. And people think, oh, well, let's show my younger child how I'm taking my medication like I'm supposed to. And that's great for school-age children. But for the youngers, the preschool-age children, they're still wanting to model your behavior. So if they see you take a medicine, they might want to take a medicine. So we don't need the little ones learning about that stuff yet, but the school-age children, when they can understand the importance of it, understand the severity of it, and as parents, we need to appreciate, too, acetaminophen. Those types of medicines, if taken incorrectly, can be very damaging.
When you look at the number of cases involving over-the-counter drugs compared to under-the-counter cleaners and solvents and things like that, which do you see more of?
Well, there's definitely both. The pills are, I believe, the most common, but we definitely see a lot of all of that. And those can be tricky, too, because sometimes people store liquids in different containers than they were originally packaged. And I would say, please try to avoid that. So if something happens, we know exactly what we're up against. But we do see it all. But all of those things need to be stored either locked or, again, away, because they do cause very significant hazards.
I'm glad you brought up the under-the-counter stuff, because we were talking about this last week and probably every week for the past 5 years, going back to things like the Tide Pod Challenge. A lot of these online internet TikTok challenges involve things that you are not supposed to be putting in or on your body, and that is what the challenge is.
Right. I mean, even we had the cinnamon challenge for a while, too, and that, and you can drink a ton of water and be dangerous, too. So, there's always these things. And so I think that's why always checking in with your kids, kind of where are you, what are you seeing? What are you seeing on social media? What are your friends talking about? Being aware of all those things can be certainly very, very helpful.
And we know that there will be buildings lit up in the color red to talk about this really important topic all week long. Any last minute information for anybody out there who is maybe a first-time parent, maybe their kids are older?
I think this is a great opportunity for advocacy with regards to packaging storage. We have marijuana gummies, things like that. Those are packaged to look like candy. So if those are in your household, you need to either change the packaging or, again, lock them up, store them away. We need to advocate for blister packaging for these more stronger medications, so it's really hard to get multiple at a time easily.
All right, Doc, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it, as always.
Time right now is 8:40. Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're learning more about the importance of donating to local Goodwills.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break.
About one of my favorite things this morning, spring cleaning season. It is here. This week is the perfect time to declutter because it is National Clean Out Your Closet Week.
Yeah, and this morning we're learning more about the importance of donating and how much of an impact it makes to community members.
Sarah O'Brien with Goodwill of the Finger Lakes joins us now to talk about easy donation tips and how your donations support programs and services all across the region. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. We're so excited. Yes, it is National Clean Clean Out Your Closet Week, which is the perfect time to kind of go into the back edges of those closets and find those things that aren't in use. But it's not only your closets, it's your home. Is there a set of dishes you haven't used in 10 years or things like that? Because when you donate to Goodwill of the Finger Lakes, you're donating with purpose. All of our donation centers and all of our stores help fund our Mission Impact programs, which last year helped more than 171,000 people throughout the Rochester area.
Can you talk to us a little bit about those programs? What services do you offer for someone who's unfamiliar and maybe only knows Goodwill as a storefront?
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have Goodwill Vision Services, which is formerly the Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired, where we help people who have low vision or blindness learn tools and tips to maintain their independence in the community. We also do 211 Lifeline, which is a call center. So if you're housing insecure, food insecure, if you need legal advice, you can call 211 and they will connect you to sources in the community. We also have the Goodwill Learning Academy, which we've graduated 12 adults since August with their high school diploma.
Wow.
It's one of our newer programs, and it's been incredibly successful, so we're very honored to be able to present that to the community as well. And then there's the 988 Suicide and Crisis Hotline. So anyone who's struggling with mental health or substance use can call that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and speak to someone who has compassion and be able to connect them through some crisis counseling.
It really is amazing. You know, I think so often we see programs and services like those ones, and you think to yourself, wow, they're doing such great work. There's no way I could have an impact on that. But the truth is, everybody can do their part to make sure that the services stay up and running.
Exactly, exactly. So when you take your items and you donate them to Goodwill, those funds impact all of these programs. And we try to make it as easy as possible to donate. So all of our stores have donation centers within them. And we also have independent donation centers throughout the community as well. And we have a new mobile donation trailer program, which is great. All you do is sign up online. It's free. They will pull a donation trailer empty into your driveway. You fill it. 3 days later, we pull it away.
Really?
Yep. Go to
Wow.
goodwillofthefingerlakes.org for more information. It'll have all of the acceptable donations and items and you know, things that we accept, things that we don't, and how to sign up for a donation unit.
That's absolutely incredible. I love that you guys will now come to the people because listen, I know grandparents, parents, I think we all know people in situations where things are a little overwhelming inside. And maybe we need to do a little bit of decluttering before we can contemplate what we're doing with what.
Yeah.
I think that's really great. While we're on that topic, though, where does someone begin? Okay, I want to clean out my closet, and I open my closet, and it's, the past 20 years of clothes. How do I know what to get rid of and what I should be keeping?
So I think it can feel really overwhelming, right? So take it in pieces. Don't overwhelm yourself too much. And a lot of times they recommend having the keep pile, having the maybe pile, and having the definitely go pile.
Okay.
And so if you kind of have these three, the keeps are obvious. Those are going back in the closet. The maybes usually end up in the go pile. But at least that gives you that kind of moment to think about it, like, do I really want to get rid of that
You
one
can second guess
piece?
yourself.
Exactly.
Yes.
Whereas the no pile, you're confirmed, I'm going to get it and I'm going to go.
Now, some people may think this is just a great opportunity for me to get rid of all the junk in my house, but are there any items that Goodwill will not accept?
Anything that is like a household good with like chemicals and things of that nature, we have a list on our website. As far as textiles, we really accept anything that's worn and torn and ragged, because the other part of Goodwill is if things don't sell in our stores, we actually have a really incredible recycling program. So we take your items. Last year, we were able to divert more than 28 million pounds of items in our region.
Wow.
From going into landfills. So it's truly, this incredible opportunity, because if they don't sell in the stores, we either recycle them or reuse them. So If it's a really worn and torn T-shirt and it can't be used, it could be shredded and used as stuffing in a seat in a vehicle. So we actually have a very robust program to make sure that we keep items in use versus going into landfills.
That's really interesting. We've got the website at the bottom of your screen. The more you know, the better you can do. GoodwillFingerLakes.org has got everything you need to know, and we'll make sure to post that on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning.
Sarah, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Time right now is 8:49. When we come back, we're looking ahead to St. Patrick's Day for this morning's Health in a Handbasket.
We're back after this. Sorry. .51, St. Patrick's Day is known for festive food, fun drinks, and plenty of celebration, but it's also possible to enjoy the holiday without completely throwing your healthy habits out the window.
For this morning's Health in a Handbasket, registered dietitian and nutritionist Alyssa Strassman joins us with some simple tips on how we can celebrate while still keeping things balanced.
Yeah, absolutely. So I found cannot talk. It's a Monday, right?
It is such a Monday. Yes, I feel that.
I found 3 fun things that we can do, and I really wanted to make it easy for parents, but also fun for kids as we think about celebrating St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. So the first is just taste the rainbow veggies and dip. So one of the things that we have here is just a bell pepper, and when we cut it, when we cut the top off, it kind of looks like a shamrock. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but I just filled some dip in there that was store-bought. I didn't have to make it myself. Store-bought dip, and then just sliced up some different color bell peppers. You could do celery, you could do carrots, but just to make a nice fun, snack at a time when we can, share and celebrate the holiday.
It's kind of giving like gold at the end of the rainbow.
Okay, I was just gonna say we could turn that into a rainbow and have your little gold pot be your bottom of the bell pepper.
Yeah, there you go. I love all the creative ideas.
What can we say? We're professional eaters.
We all are, right?
Yes.
The next is leprechaun hat. So here we have cucumbers. I had Swiss cheese in my refrigerator, so that's what I use for the little hat, and then a little bell pepper at the top.
Can I stand one up here?
I don't know if it will. Oh, yes, it stays.
That's so cute.
That looks so adorable. I thought those were
leprechauns.
so awesome. And if I was a kid, anything like that looks fun, that I'm making something.
You're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just gonna make eating it a whole lot more fun.
Absolutely.
And then the next thing that I have is just don't pinch me, fruit salad. Have you heard of the lore, like the folklore?
Yes, I have. Do you know about this?
Okay, do you want to tell Dan?
Well, if you don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day, you get pinched.
Okay.
And it's like bad luck for the year.
Oh.
Yeah, like when I was reading about things, they said if you wear green, it makes you invisible to leprechauns so they can't pinch you.
Oh, the leprechauns do the pinching?
Yeah, so imagine if you eat green, what might happen? I don't know.
I think we could find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have in your grapes?
I just have grapes and kiwi. Again, just really trying to make it easy for parents. You're not cutting like a million different things, but you can choose any green. You know, like go into the supermarket, go to your farmer's market and just see what green things, are available and chop them up. And it just makes for a fun,
Controversial here, Alyssa.
What?
Controversial. And I want to know everyone's take if we can. The kiwi, you left the skin on.
I did.
Not everybody eats the skin.
Well, you can eat the skin. Do you eat the skin?
I do, and I think it's important to point out that you can eat the skin.
You can eat the...
There are a lot of people that take the skin off.
Yeah, you do not need to take the skin off, but I don't know about you. I actually love
Like
the
it.
skin.
Yes.
There's
a
does
bite
something,
to it.
Yes, the texture is different, and I just think it makes it great. What happened here?
Are you skin on?
I didn't even know that you could eat it.
Yes.
That you could eat the skin on
No,
a kiwi?
okay, so what I do is I cut them in half and then I scoop it out with a spoon, and that's how I eat it. And I always thought of it as like a little dish, but I had no idea that you could just eat it like
You can just take that thing
an egg or an apple.
Yep.
Or wow, my mind is blown.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe we need to do a taste test sometime.
We should, with and without the skin.
Yeah.
That's next time.
All right.
Only on Arc Rochester.
Alyssa, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Hit them with the socials so people can check out your page.
You can find me, Alyssa Strassman, RDN CDN on Facebook, or you can visit my website, alyssastrassman.com.
Perfect. And we'll, of course, post all of that info online after the show.
All right, much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
We're back right after this.
Monday morning, March 16th. Thank you for sticking with us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman. What are you laughing at?
What you were just talking about, my mind it continued the conversation on its own, and I found it funny. I'm Dan Schrack. That's meteorologist Marty Snyder in for Mark, back with us. First with the answer to the weather question of the morning. Then you've got the muddy paws forecast, and then you've got the full forecast.
Got a lot of stuff coming up for you today.
A lot of stuff coming our way. Let's go.
Yeah. So we'll start off with a trivia question. And one thing I want to be clear about is we're talking about the March wind. I don't think I was clear about that. The highest March wind that's ever been seen at the Rochester airport. So that's what we're asking about today. We want to know, we had all this wind over the past 24 hours. It wasn't anything close to the highest that we have seen on record. But here are your choices for the highest peak wind gust in the month of March. Was it 62 miles an hour, 69 miles an hour, 74, or 81? You guys have a guess?
Question then was pretty dumb because I asked what season it was in.
Oh, that's all right. Well, I wasn't specific about the March part. Okay, so here are the ones that everyone guessed. We have Nicole with C, Matt with A, Matt's kid with C, Eva and Richard with D.
Does Matt's kid have a name? I mean, I just feel.
Maybe tomorrow he will.
Yeah.
Or she will. But we have C for Cheryl and Dave, Cheryl's husband, with B. So, okay, so we're kind of all over the place with these choices that people have made.
See, I want to go with B because I think that might be it. I do.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good about B as well.
Okay. Well, the answer is
what?
D.
Holy
81 miles an
wow.
hour. And that was the one that was, like I mentioned, it was within the past decade. It was back in 2017, March 8th of 2017. We experienced a peak wind gust of 81 miles an hour, and that gust caused widespread damage across the region. This past event that we saw, we're up into the 40s. A couple of places in the south saw some gusts into the 50s overnight this past night.
40s and 50s takes down trees. What's 81 miles do? 81 miles an hour.
Power lines down. That was a mess. And that wasn't the strongest wind ever recorded at the Rochester airport. The strongest was back at the Labor Day storm in '98. That one was an 89 mile an hour gust.
Wow.
And that was, I remember working that night because that happened on the weekends. I was doing weekends at another station here in Rochester. And I remember I was defragmenting the hard drive on one of the computers back when you had to do that.
You had to do things like that, yes.
And I saw that line coming in from Toronto on one of the other computers. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not looking good.
Yeah.
And that was just, that was widespread damage. That was, ranked just a little probably below what the 91 ice storm was as far as, having big trees down and things like that.
Crazy stuff.
So that was pretty active. But a little quieter day in store for us today as compared to that. Weather headlines for today, we do have a wind advisory in effect through tomorrow morning. It's a story where we're going to see that wind stay somewhat strong today, not as strong as what we did see during some of the overnight hours of last night. High temperatures mainly in the 60s as we head through this afternoon. And I think what's going to be the story as we head through the longer term, it's going to be a case where we drop off by quite a bit as we head into some of the overnight hours of tonight. Even through the afternoon, those numbers drop, and even some stronger thunderstorms likely as we head through some of the late afternoon hours, especially in areas east of Rochester. So we're going to see that change begin to play out during that time frame. And I realized that I didn't load the muddy paws, so I'm going to do a little audible here and throw up the muddy paws so we can get that. And we have Freedom is our dog of the day today. And today's a little bit kind of a wet paw type of day from some of that moisture that we did see during the overnight, even into tomorrow from some of the snow that we're going to see tonight going into tomorrow. That's going to cause some wet paws. They get a little drier into Wednesday, but then Thursday and Friday we get back into a couple showers and temperatures a little closer to average. But you can see Freedom there on the snowbank there, just kind of enjoying what's left of some of the winter when it was still on the ground there in some portions of the area. But today we're going to see numbers mostly rise up into the near 60s range. We're going to be in that mid 60s range as we head towards noon. I think as we go through the afternoon, we're going to see a couple thunderstorms try to make their way in. And during that afternoon time frame, early afternoon, especially east of Rochester, I think that's when things are going to get fired up. And that line is going to be mainly just to the east of Rochester once it really does fire up going through the afternoon with those stronger possibility of thunderstorms. And behind that front, temperatures really drop back a lot. We'll probably be near 40 by 4 p.m., probably sliding down through the 30s as we head into the evening. Now, that front is off to our west right now, sends all the way down into Georgia and down along the Gulf Coast. coast as well. But for us today, notice how really not a lot of strong activity off to our west nor southwest quite yet. You can just see this one line's just starting to come together. That may be the first portion of it just east of Pittsburgh there. So again, that's what we're going to be monitoring throughout the day today, because there's going to be one stronger line that's going to form. Gradually, it's going to ramp up, and it may be just east of Rochester before it really has a chance to ramp up to its highest potential there as we head into the afternoon. But for the short term, just a lot of cloud cover holding, breezy out there, but a very mild start to the day. 56 for that latest air temperature, and we currently have the latest wind gust of 28. Breezy, but not as strong as what we saw overnight. A lot of temperatures mostly in the 50s out there now, some approaching 60. Dansville just a degree shy of 60 at this point. Here's the timeline for today. Again, as that front approaches and makes its way closer, not a whole lot going on along it, but notice into the afternoon as that front starts to pull to the east of Rochester. It may be during that peak daytime heating time frame. That's going to cause those thunderstorms to fire up. So especially as you get into Wayne County, Eastern Ontario County, Yates County, points east into central New York, those areas have that highest risk of those stronger thunderstorms. Then after that, that cold air really just races in, and by the evening, we're going to get back into some snow. So we go from a severe weather threat east of Rochester during the afternoon, early afternoon, into some snow by the evening. That'll taper off as we head after midnight, but expect at least a widespread snow across the area during that time frame. And I think as far as accumulation amounts go, I think a lot of areas will be in about a 1 to 3 inch range, maybe a little more in areas to the east, but generally a lot of places kind of fall in that range for accumulation by midnight. Today, about 65 for a high. That'll be a midday high temperature before temperatures fall through the 50s, 40s, and 30s by sunset, and then down to 19 for a low tonight. So just an extreme spread between that high temperature today and the low temperature going into tonight. Over the next couple days, just some really chilly weather for this time of year. Only 25 as we head into tomorrow. I think by Wednesday, back to 35. So we gain 10 degrees there, but we're still only just a few degrees above the freezing point, and then a little closer to average towards Thursday and Friday, back into the mid 40s during that time frame. So at least we get close to average by the end of the week and just kind of level off there, but it's going to take some time to finally see things calm down a little bit across the area.
Yeah.
I'm excited, though, at least for the hours we have leading up to noon, where it's going to be kind of, I got to get out of the building at least for 5 minutes and see what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather dry, maybe a couple little isolated showers, but yeah, that'll be the best part of the day. Kind of breezy, but, rising through the 50s, 60s by noon. Enjoy it while it's here.
The afternoon walk, is that going to be like doable? Maybe just hold on to your hat? Or is it, just...
Because your afternoon walk is going to be west of Rochester, so you may have a better chance. But areas to the east, Wayne County, Eastern Ontario County, Yates County, points east into central New York, those areas have that potential for stronger thunderstorms. So we're going to be here monitoring for that during that afternoon time frame.
If we go now and just end the show 49 minutes early, we can walk now.
That's awesome.
Take it to the streets.
Cool. Ashley, are you good to do the rest of the show?
We'll take it to bars. How about that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Put up the color bars.
The spring countdown. Throw that up.
Yeah, throw up the spring countdown.
That's positive, right?
We'll see you all next week. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're taking a look at some overlooked vacation spots for your next spring getaway.
And don't forget, you can join us live. We're streaming right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
Hey, if you're thinking about a spring getaway but want to avoid the usual crowded hotspots, well, there are plenty of beautiful destinations that really shine this time of year.
Travel expert Janine Tornator joins us now with a few unexpected spring trip ideas that are perfect for this time of year. Good to see you as always. Thanks for joining us.
Great to be here. Well, I saw you guys had the spring countdown on, so this is perfect because these destinations are going to be some places where you can get out of the chillier weather and really experience spring in full bloom.
So let's pack and go on vacation, Janine. Where are we going first? What's at the top of your list?
Let's go. So first, I would take you to the beautiful mountains of North Carolina, and we're talking about Haywood County. This beautiful mountain region is just 30 minutes outside of Asheville, very easily accessible, and it is the place to go if you are looking this spring to get away and disconnect and slow down. It is full of natural beauty, beautiful spring temperatures. It's comprised of these 5 really charming mountain towns. You have Maggie Valley, Waynesville, Lake Junaluska, Canton, and Clyde. And in the spring, we're talking 50s to 70s in that high elevation. So the temperatures are perfect for what they're known for here, which is hiking, fly fishing, wildlife viewing. The wildflowers will be in full bloom this time of year. And what I love is there's actually 46 miles of the Blue Ridge Parkway that run right through this area. So you can stop at those scenic overlooks. You can do little hikes up to waterfalls. It's also calving season for the elk herd in portions of this area. So you may catch a baby elk this time of year. And then there's great festivals. There's the Appalachian Heritage Festival. There's one they have called the Whole Bloomin' Thing, which celebrates their growing season. Just a really great place to go experience spring in full bloom. And I love it too because there's not really any chain hotels in this area. So you're talking, those bed and breakfasts, the cabins, the lodges, all those fun type of properties you can go to really kind of, like I said, disconnect.
Absolutely. And
Looks gorgeous.
So many people are wanting to avoid the airports right now. North Carolina, I mean, it's a drive, but it's doable. If you really put your nose to the GPS and just get going, it's 16 hours probably to, what is that? Asheville, Haywood?
And, here's the other thing, too. Even if you are going to fly, some of these places aren't going to be those huge crowded airports that you're seeing in some of the major hubs. So going to some of these smaller destinations may be a little bit help that way, too. And this next one actually is very similar with a lot of the same qualities. And we're talking about the beautiful state of Arkansas. I don't think a lot of people have this on their radar for a vacation destination, but you absolutely should. They call Arkansas the natural state because it's another one of those places that's all natural beauty, cultural heritage, diverse, affordable experiences here. They actually have 52 free to enter state parks and beautiful areas. So I love Northwest Arkansas. It's made up of places like Bentonville, Fayetteville, really charming communities. They're known for their biking trails, whether you want that hardcore single track or you want family friendly paths like the Razorback Greenway, which is 40 miles that goes through some of these beautiful communities. You also have great museums here in Bentonville. There's the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art, which is free to enter. You can see it here. It's really stunning. And it even has 120 acres of trails surrounding the museum. Lots of great lodging, fun, affordable boutiques, small hotels. And then over in Little Rock, the capital of the state, again, lots of natural beauty, great cultural experiences. Just 20 minutes outside of Little Rock, you have the Pinnacle Mountain State Park, which is one of Arkansas's most stunning state parks. You also have Arkansas's Museum of Fine Arts. They have the family-friendly Museum of Discovery, great hotels right down on the riverfront, up-and-coming dining scene. So this is, I think, one of those hidden gems. I always love to give you guys the places you probably haven't been or thought of, and this is what on the top of my list.
Well, yeah, Janine, I think it's so interesting because Arkansas, it's on the top of your list. I never would have thought to have put it on a list.
Yeah.
And
it's a really beautiful state. You're right in the middle of the Ozark Mountains. So you have all this beautiful hilly terrain, just really stunning overlooks, lots of water activities as well. Definitely one to keep on your list.
Excellent. I think we have one more on the list. Yes, Janine?
We do. This one's a little bit more of a hike for you, and because we're going out to the Pacific Northwest, but this is another hidden gem on my list, and it's Skagit Valley, Washington. If you're going to Seattle, definitely add a day or two to go on here. It's just 60 miles north of the city and puts you in this beautiful, stunning area. Spring's definitely the best time to visit. You have these small towns like Mount Vernon, La Conner that have great waterfront dining, little art galleries, shops, great cool temperatures this time of year for their outdoor activities. walking, biking. There's even whale watching this spring. And you're seeing here one of the reasons to go in April, which is the Skagit Valley Tulip Festival. It is the largest tulip festival in North America, covers over 250 acres, millions of bulbs in bloom. You can do farm tours, take scenic drives. They have their annual tulip parade. Lots of fantastic ways to see it, but it's absolutely stunning and well worth the trip.
And I bet it smells incredible there with all those tulips. Yeah. Janine Tornator, hit people at home with the socials. They want to follow you and learn more. Where do they go?
Yeah, please do. I'm on Instagram at The Outside Insider.
Very good. Great to see you. Thanks so much for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Monday.
We'll be right back. Time to see what's trending now. We're starting off with a lawsuit for being too spicy.
Ooh, a German man sued a popular New York taco chain, alleging that the restaurant didn't warn him about how spicy their salsa is.
According to the court documents, the man was visiting the restaurant's location in Times Square back in 2024, and he bought 3 tacos and put, quote, hefty portions of salsa on top of the tacos. 2 had red salsa, 1 had green.
Okay, so the man claims that after taking 1 bite of the taco with the green salsa, he immediately began suffering severe physical symptoms.
He claims his tongue burned, his mouth hurt, his face turned red, and his heart rate soared.
He also says that he suffered severe GI distress and mouth sores that lasted days.
Although the tourist called his wife following the incident and took photos to document his symptoms, he never told anyone else about what happened, including restaurant staff.
The German man claimed that he doesn't eat anything spicy, so this salsa was a very big shock physically and mentally.
The lawsuit was filed against the restaurant, citing that the chain failed to provide adequate warnings about the spiciness of the sauces.
The case was recently dismissed by a judge, stating Mexican food, including salsa, is generally spicy.
The judge also notes in his decision the man could have easily Google searched how spicy the salsa was.
Court documents also revealed that the man had a pre-existing sensitivity to spice, being advised by doctors to avoid spicy foods.
Listen, man, you had me in the first half. According to the taco chain, no one complained about the spice level of their various salsas until this one German tourist.
Yeah, people online agreed with the court decision, many wondering why the man would even get Mexican in the first place if he had severe sensitivity to spices.
Others wondered why he didn't just ask anyone in the first place.
I would wonder why you don't do something while you're at the restaurant. Well, did he finish the other tacos?
That's a good question.
I'm going to suffer through this?
No. Because I'm sure that they would have done something
Yeah.
to the best of their ability.
We'll remake it. We'll take the salsa off.
Yeah.
No worries.
We'll comp the meal.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. And then a year later, we're fine. No.
And
no.
then he's like, actually, I shouldn't have even been eating spicy food
Yeah.
in the first place.
Whoops. No, I love that the judge said generally Mexican food is spicy.
Well, yeah. I mean, you think of like Indian food.
Yeah.
Known for being extremely spicy.
Yeah.
Like even if you get mild.
Yeah.
It burns.
It's gonna have heat.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. All right. We'll move
Let's
along.
move along.
You do it.
Okay. If you're looking for a job, well, Pizza Hut is hiring.
The pizza chain announced it is seeking out a hut crust connoisseur.
Ooh. I like to pick out the
I've
hot
never
crust.
seen a Pizza Hut that modern before.
No, that is every Pizza Hut I've ever been to or seen is shaped like the hut.
Also, that was not Pizza Hut pizza.
No. No, that is. That is.
Sure?
And 100%. I can tell just, no, that?
Ashley said.
That was Pizza Hut crust, wasn't it?
No, it's not. You had to find file video.
So,
you're wrong, Dan.
so is that Domino's that we're looking at?
It's just file video of pizza.
Oh, man. Yeah, what a bad look. Described as a professional pizza crust taster, the job is perfect for those dedicated to tasting and reviewing Pizza Hut's iconic crusts.
On top of free pizza crust, just the crust. The pizza,
Yeah, are you paying for the toppings?
They eat it all and then they give you whatever's left.
Yeah.
The pizza chain is also offering an annual income of just over $31,000 for free pizza for a year.
So you get paid 31 grand to eat. How many pizzas do I have to eat? The new position is part of the brand's new Hut Crust platform.
The hut crust connoisseur becomes the official guardian of the hut crust platform.
What does that mean?
It means you're responsible for tasting and testing all new crust innovations.
To apply, crust aficionados do not have to submit a resume, but instead craft a crust manifesto.
Applicants must try their new hand-tossed recipe, film their review, post the footage to Instagram, and mention the role.
According to Pizza Hut, crust is the heart of great pizza, and fans have been asking for more ways to celebrate it, making this the perfect way.
People online have mixed reactions. Some say it's too little of a paycheck. Others say they'll do it just for the year of free pies. Do you get the free pie, though, or is it just the free crust?
It said both in the release. Free crust and a year of free pizza.
I think you're getting a whole pizza. I don't think they're just giving you the crust. Because the crust is not going to taste the same without a topping.
This is very true.
And without ever having had toppings on it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I think, listen, yeah, got to bump that pay. You're working for Pizza Hut. You're not working for Joey's down the street. That should be a six-figure salary.
Oh, okay.
Listen, you got to eat a lot of pizza. Think of the medical expenses to keep up with that kind of consumption.
Would they pay for a gym membership?
I'm going to assume they're not going to, which is why I'd say 31K doesn't work.
When I would go in for contract negotiations, I would require that. Let's say, if you want to make this work, we got to bump the pay. I need a gym membership.
And one free pizza a week.
And a lifetime
supply of
Tums.
Pizza Hut. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that too.
exactly. Pizza Hut crust. Okay, we'll move on. Never mind. Now, moving on now to a clothing line. The frozen snack brand Tasties, is that how you say it?
I think so.
Okay, has unveiled a limited edition loungewear set.
Designed for game nights, the brand has introduced a first-of-its-kind tear-away napkin sleeves.
I already like the idea of it. So according to the brand, the collection was created to help gamers snack during tabletop sessions without getting grease or crumbs on cards, dice, or board games.
The game night loungewear set blends casual clothing with tabletop gaming accessories.
Other features include a built-in pocket to hold dice, playing cards, or score pads, and a large pocket for snacks. No, what is it? Okay, what it says doesn't make sense, Ashley.
Go back. Please go back.
And a okay.
And a large, down, and a large here for the snacks graphic on
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay, it makes sense.
The apparel is being offered through a limited time game night loungewear kit giveaway. Each kit includes a limited edition loungewear set, snack-themed playing cards and dice, and a selection of Tasties frozen appetizers.
What are Tasties frozen appetizers? Have we mentioned that? Did I miss it? No.
That's the brand. That's the brand.
Yeah, but we don't know what they make, right?
They sell appetizers.
Okay. I'm walking off today.
I don't know, maybe like mozzarella sticks or something.
Maybe. We don't know. Fans can attempt to claim the free game night loungewear kit beginning today. And I mean, it sounds like Ashley is a huge fan of this company.
According to the brand, game night snacks are essential but can cause a mess. With the game night kit, fans no longer need to choose between great snacks and great gameplay.
People online are a bit mixed over this new line. Of course they are. Some say it's genius, of course. Others say it's the definition of lazy.
Just get a napkin. Just get a napkin.
Honestly. Okay, let's do this one. Move along to Tinder.
Okay. Moving along, Tinder jumping on the AI bandwagon. The dating app recently announcing their new chemistry feature.
Okay.
Ooh, Daniel.
So the new AI system uses a Q&A format to learn what users want from dating experiences, then gives an AI-generated daily curated report of people that may suit your personality, vibe, and personal matters.
According to the company, AI is being used to turn users' information into smarter, more personalized matches. And the company claims that over time, elements of chemistry will expand beyond a single feature to make the whole Tinder experience more intentional and personal.
Now, while the Q&A seems harmless, Tinder is also rolling out an opt-in feature called Camera Roll Scan.
The feature takes a look at all the photos in your camera roll and develops an understanding of your interests, lifestyle, and personality themes.
For example, if it sees a lot of photos of you in nightclubs, it may learn that you might match with someone who's an outgoing partner or someone who likes to party.
Some people online are a little creeped out by the new feature, while others believe it's more personalized of a dating opportunity.
Some on social media are even saying this is a disaster waiting to happen. I don't know. If you want to find it, we can start to fill out the questionnaire now, if you're able to pull it up.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know where it would be. I just opened the app, my friends.
I'm scared to look in here.
I
don't even know. Add your interests. I have no idea.
Can't find it?
I don't know. I feel weird looking through this.
It says to tap the diamond icon in upper right corner. Do you see that?
Oh, okay. It's not a diamond, but okay.
And then it says to answer questions to curate your drop.
Nope, that's not.
That's what it says how to get there, at least online. So I'm not sure.
Can
Okay.
I play though? Can I swipe?
Have at it. Have at it. Swipe left right there.
Wait.
Swipe left right there. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester. We're back after this. 9:33 this Monday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. So this weekend, Abigail, a beloved classic is coming to the stage at Gates Chili, bringing the iconic musical Singin' in the Rain to life.
We're getting a special preview of the show this morning. We have some of the cast members joining us in studio to talk all about the performance and how they've been getting ready. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Let's go down the line. We'll start here and tell everybody who you are, what grade you're in, and what character you play.
My name's Dante Stewart. I'm a senior, and I play Cosmo Brown.
Cosmo Brown, very good.
I'm Liana Kwan. I'm a junior, and I play Kathy Selden.
I'm Amari Rivera. I'm a junior, and I play Lena Lamont.
I'm John Culhane. I'm a senior, and I play Don Lockwood.
There we go. Okay. For someone who may be unfamiliar with Singing in the Rain, can one of you break down the show for us and tell us what it's all about?
You got it.
Singin' in the Rain is about the 1920s, where they shift from silent films to talkies. So obviously back then, not everyone had a beautiful voice. So when they shifted to the talkies, they had to find someone who had a beautiful voice, who could sing and could voice over for talkies. So they found Kathy Selden, and she and Don Lockwood fell in love, and they had a great idea to voice for Lena Lamont, who doesn't have a beautiful voice or a beautiful singing voice and stuff like that. So it's really just about the transition from silent films to talking films. So it's really
very good.
And how do you guys like the show? I mean, opening night is coming up really quickly, Friday. Has this been a really fun experience for you?
Yeah.
Yes, it really has.
Super busy. It's really great. Yeah.
And we just get to sing all night. So sing and dance, it's great. And I think a lot of the acting part of the show, it really just flows. The story is really easy to follow. So it just makes everything so much fun to do. Yeah.
Paint us a picture and describe what the rehearsal process looks like. I imagine you guys have been at this for several months now leading up to this date. Yeah. What was that like?
Yeah, so usually some of us are called in to come after school every day. Sometimes it'll be certain people doing certain scenes. Recently, most of March, we have a lot of full cast rehearsals. Last week we had a lot of 6 to 9s where we were just running the show, doing as much as we could. We do get breaks, but it is pretty intense, all the dancing and singing, but it's a lot of fun.
Very good. How close has the cast and crew gotten? I imagine at this point you're all pretty good friends.
Yes.
Yeah, these
very
are
close.
some of my best friends. I've made such close friends throughout theater, and I'm really sad to see them go as seniors.
Yeah.
On stage, I feel we don't really have to act out our chemistry. We just have it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do any of you plan on pursuing this after high school?
Yeah, I'm looking to study musical theater in college.
Very good. Anybody else?
No. I mean, I might do musical theater at the college I'm going to. However, I don't know if I'm not going to major in it. However, they have a performing arts, so.
Why not?
Yes, why not?
There you go.
Keep having
I
fun.
second that, yeah.
Well, you guys, thanks so much for coming on today. For somebody who wants to come and see the show, what do we need to know about ticketing information and show dates and times?
So to get a ticket, you go to gateschili.org/tickets for March 20th and 21st at 7 and March 22nd at 2.
Perfect. You make it easy. We'll make sure to post all of that information and much more on our website, foxrochester.com. Now, as we head to break here, we are going to be getting a special live in-studio performance. What song are we going to hear?
You're going to hear Singin' in the Rain.
The one everybody knows.
The one
everyone knows.
All right, take it away, guys.
Great.
Amazing.
Spatchcock Funk, we're about to make things
9:48 this Monday. St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow, and if you're looking for a festive way to celebrate, well, Nazareth University has you covered.
The acclaimed Irish dance group Cherish the Ladies is performing tomorrow night, putting on a show featuring world-renowned Irish music and dance.
For more on the upcoming shows, we are joined by Yusuf George from Nazareth University and representative from concert at the Point of Bluff, Joff Help me out,
You're
Josh.
close enough. It's Massico.
I was close. Massico. There we go. And two dancers. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in. Can we ask you to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Ellen and I'm Stella.
Ellen and Stella. All right.
So this is really, really cool. How long have the two of you been doing Irish dance?
We've both been dancing around 5 years.
5 years? So you guys, you must be like pros at this point, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about it?
I mean, I like just dancing. Like, we have like team dances, and I really like just dancing with my friends.
Dancing with your friends, okay.
And what's your favorite part?
Like knowing that your teammates have your back.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's good.
Love that.
And I imagine that's a lesson that you learned as part of this dance group. Talk to us about the performance. What can people expect when they show up?
It's an amazing, amazing group. We have traditional Irish musicians playing a mix of traditional instruments and modern instruments. And then we have dancers. One of those dancers is from River Dance Troupe. So it's really an amazing show. It's really entertaining and lively. There are traditional songs, new songs. The leader of that band, Joni Madden, the flautist, is an incredible entertainer and storyteller too. So it's really not just about music, but it's about telling a whole story about a culture.
Well, you know, we've had Irish dance groups on the show before, and, you know, being outsiders here, it always is so interesting when you look at the stories that are being told through dance. Is there a specific theme this year, or is there one big story, or are there individual stories throughout?
That's a great question. I mean, it's really up to the performers. I think something that I love about Irish music is that it's improvisational by nature. It's based on old melodies and old stories, and those change. So artists like Joni and Cherish the Ladies don't really go out with a full set list like a traditional rock band. I mean, they're kind of like calling audibles and really trying to entertain everyone that's there, which is so much fun.
Ellen, Stella, what does the rehearsal process look like? How often are you dancing, getting ready for the show?
So we meet together as like a group, like with our coach, like 2 to 3 times a week. But we practice at home like a lot.
A lot more than 2 to 3 times. So you're practicing like every day, probably, I'm guessing, right? That's a lot of work to put in, no?
But it's probably fun, right? You guys do this because you love it, so it must not really feel like work, right?
Yeah.
Very good. For somebody who wants to come and see the show, or maybe they want to learn more about Cherish the Ladies, they're watching and they're like, I think my daughter, my niece, my granddaughter would love doing this. What do they need to know? Me? Yeah, I'm too old for that now.
So if you'd like to come, the show doors are at 6 o'clock tomorrow. And the show starts at 7 o'clock. People can walk up and get tickets. They can go to bestonhall.com and purchase tickets. And this concert is part of a larger partnership that Point of the Bluff has with Nazareth University. I taught at Nazareth University for 14 years, so this is kind of a cool return. So in addition to putting on these concerts, we've been working together for experiential opportunities. I have interns that have been doing all full pre-production, production for the show, are working the full show. So there's this whole really amazing educational component that's part of that show. And in addition to Dunleavy dancers being here, we've partnered with Golden Lake Folk Society in Rochester, and the Irish Party House, and let's see, we have so many. East Rochester High School, their ensemble, Roisin Duve, is going to be performing in the lobby. 8 amazing high school musicians performing for everyone that attends that show. So it's really about involving the community for us and involving the student experiences.
Right. It sounds like it's going to be an excellent display of artistry and talent from across the greater Rochester region. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I bet it is. I bet it is. Okay, as we head to commercial break here, we've got dancers Stella and Ellen. They are going to be giving us a special preview. Can you explain to us what we're going to be seeing?
We're going to do the 2-hand. It's where
We hold hands and do a dance together.
Perfect.
Excellent.
We'll take that mic for you. And ladies, you can take it away. Gentlemen, if you want to step out.
Time for our final thoughts of the morning here on ARC Rochester. A busy morning, a musical morning.
Yeah, we were singing in the rain out there. We were doing an Irish jig.
I like
we planned our next vacation. We made sure everybody at home stays healthy.
Yeah.
We covered a lot here.
Yeah, we really did. Head spinning after this Monday.
A lot going on.
You know.
Busy weather day on top of that.
Yeah.
Thunderstorms for the afternoon to the east, so we'll keep you updated on that.
At this point, it's all we got.
No, but look at the picture. Is it? Or isn't it?
The camera?
Yeah.
You know what?
Can you tell? I don't know that you can tell.
I don't think you can tell.
Sorry, we're admiring the reflection that we see.
No, we're not, but that's fine.
No, you're allowed to admire your reflection at least once a day. It makes you feel good as a person to know that, okay, listen, it's not going great, but at least this is okay.
Your self-esteem is stronger than mine. I'm like,
It's good to know you're still here.
Yikes.
Hey, yes, I am up for auction as part of Cancer Support Community at Gilda's Club Rochester's 16th annual Bachelor Auction. You can text Bachelors58, BACHELORS 58 to 71777. I would greatly appreciate your support, and that does it for us here on ARC Rochester. Wake up with us again tomorrow morning, starting at 4:57 on
13 WHAM ABC. Much more live local news later today for 13 WHAM News at midday. See ya.
Bye.